if you've seen this hat. Maybe you've worn this hat in the past before. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen this hat or not.
It's a really good hat.
It says Trump 2028, right? And when you put it on, it's like, hey, president wants to be a king, third term, all this other stuff. You hear from a lot of people. So they do probably one of the worst campaigns ever, the No Kings that nobody showed up. I don't know if you guys know. They spent tens of millions of dollars, lasted a few hours, right? Then you have this hat. Rob, do you have the clip of the president handing over Hakeem Jeffries the hat, and it perfectly falls on his head? It's definitely not AI. It's real. Don't let anybody tell you it's AI. This is a very real video, folks. I don't know if you have this clip or not. That's the one, but is that the video? It's just such a picture-perfect video when you throw it and it lands. I mean, it's like, it's almost as if he's playing baseball. Watch it. Go from the big. Let's watch it one more time. Look at the landing.
Toss. Wow.
How do you do that? And the smile on his face. So this 20 hilarious. So Rob, if you want to pass it.
That's so real.
So which Trump is running in 2028?
Oh God. So I have to give somebody credit in the audience. So there's Kim, stand up. So she is actually the one that came up with the Trump 2028
Let's go,
hat.
Kim!
And Kim is a warrior who's never left my side over the last 10 years, and she goes, we just got to trigger them. We have to trigger them. Let's do a Trump 2028 hat. Let's say nothing, and let's just post a picture of you behind your desk wearing this hat. And guys, I put it on, and immediately Elon tweets it 2 seconds later. I mean, everybody, the whole world retweets this picture, right? It's got millions of follows. And the media starts melting down, right? I start getting these things from Bloomberg and from NBC. Does this mean that your father is going to subvert the will of the Constitution? And I'm snapshotting these emails and I'm posting them on my Instagram reels just to screw with them. Like I'm circling them. It's so great. And so they melt down. The media loses their mind. And a couple hours later, it kind of quieted down, right? And she comes up to me. She's like, we need to just take this up one more time. So it's Trump 2028 with the hashtag rewrite the rules. and so we posted that. The media melts down again. We sold like 50,000 hats in 24 hours. You'd be very, very impressed from a business.
50,000?
Oh my God, it was great. By the way, all for $47 a piece. I'm not sure where we came up with that number, but isn't it nice once in a while that you can bring a little levity to things, right? And like the media in this country, they're such stiffs. They take everything so seriously, but I don't know. I mean, listen, the honest question is politics is brutal, guys, and the whole family better be ready. We were lucky. We had a little bit of a cocoon. We had a little bit of an aura. We had, I did 7 seasons on The Apprentice. We came out of the business world. We had a confident voice. We were comfortable on TV, but man, they will try and destroy you. And that's why the number one rule in politics is keep your family the hell out of politics. Keep them off the stage. I think we are the first family in history, in political history, where we were all standing on that stage. Normally you do the exact same thing, the exact opposite thing. You keep your kids. I mean, you didn't exactly see Hunter on that stage, right? For obvious reasons, because he'd be tweaking out on that stage. And, so the rule there was keep the family off the stage, right? So they kept him to the side. We didn't have any friends. In 2016, we literally had no friends. We had no endorsements. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. We didn't know what a delegate was. We didn't know what a caucus site was. I'm really good at building hotels and golf courses and other things, but we got in there, we spoke from the heart, and somehow we made this whole thing work.
So you haven't answered it yet. Who's running in 2028? That's the question.
I'll nominate anybody other than me, all right? It's like, let's nominate Don right now. No, listen, it's probably the same answer that my father gave, 20 years ago to Oprah, 30 years ago to Oprah. You've all seen that clip. If it got so bad that you had no other choice, maybe you do it. I think we have the voices for it. We're clearly passionate about it. Believe me, it's not a fun job, right? I mean, my father's life all of our lives would have been a hell of a lot easier focusing on the business, not taking the thousands of arrows, being loved by both sides, making a hell of a lot more money, living the greatest life. He could have flown around on Trump Force One all day long. He could have been at Mar-a-Lago. He could have been with his grandkids. Instead, we're fighting it out in corrupt courtrooms in New York City and Fulton County, Georgia, and in Washington, D.C. But man, is the country a better place because he did what he did, because he stood up. I mean, man, is the country a better place.
But Eric, if it comes, like if it, God forbid, comes down to that moment, because we know what they're about, what they're gonna do. Because I talked to Adam about this. The moment if a Democrat came into power right now, what would they do? They don't do everything that your father did. Open the border, stop the tariffs. They would try to destroy the country. So if it came down to it, like remember in The Godfather, where Michael now is becoming the boss and he has his father to go to for counsel. If it did come down to it, would you step up and be like, all right, for the country, I got to do it.
I think we'd seriously consider it. I think one of us would seriously consider it. But here's a little bit of the difference in calculus, and I hope this lasts long term. My father was the greatest rhino hunter in the history of hunters, right? I mean, he killed more rhinos in Washington, D.C. than anybody in history. Like, all of them are gone. All of a sudden, we actually have a Republican Party that has some backbone, and has a little spunk, and has youth to it, and they're all out there. They're fighters. Like, we didn't have that first term. I mean, go back and think about Ben Sasse. I mean, Mitt Romney. Give me a break, right? Like, McCain. Like, give me a break. These people didn't. And now all of a sudden you see a Republican Party and they're fighting together, and you've got guys like JD. JD is like one of the greatest guys in the world. I think his mantle is going to be long. But just look at the cabinet and look at what they're doing. I mean, they cleaned up all crime in Washington, D.C. in 12 days. I mean, they would have 9, 10, 11 murders on a Saturday, Sunday, and now you have 0. I mean, doesn't that show that it works? Like, doesn't it actually show that government can be effective as opposed to just, monotonous over a long period of time? Look at Chicago. I mean, Chicago hasn't changed in 100 years. Same crime, same this, same that, same problems, right? They've done the same thing over and over and over. They always promise change. He didn't promise change. He actually implemented change. And to all the business people out here, I mean, isn't that exactly what you want of a commander-in-chief? And I think that's what the Republican Party is kind of getting, not indoctrinated, but they're seeing it works. And so I think the Republican Party's playbook is very, very different now and will not revert back.
So we're looking at this book right now. If you're watching this and you're loving the podcast, this will be at the end of every single one of the clips. We would like to see if we can do something. Okay, thank you so much. I would like you, if you're watching this, to go support Eric Trump. We're going to put the link below. Buy a copy, maybe buy 2, maybe buy 5 and gift it to somebody. It's number 30. Let's, in the next 24 hours, help this book become #1 on all of Amazon. If you can buy 10, order 10. Let's send a statement. The book comes out October 14th. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.